Today we're going to, what are we going to do? We're going to wrap the B stand with stealth strips. So there's been some confusion, and it's mostly my fault because I made a new kit for Dan's stand, or the B stand, last year before he started shipping them. And so the first tree stand kit we made was for the Lone Wolf tree stand kit. We found, and we did a video to prove it, that our original tree stand kit's very universal. You're not going to go wrong. There's no right way or wrong way to wrap a stand. But the reason I pulled this stand out, and I got this stand from Dewey on the Hunting Beast forum, he wrapped this stand in 2010 with our stealth strips, and apparently he had too many stands, so he sold it online, and I thought, why wouldn't I buy it? So that's been on there for a while. But I want to point out where the cables hit. It's very wide at that part. I'm only speaking on dimensions, on comparisons of these stands. Where the new B stand is a much thinner profile. So we've eliminated the 3 3/4, and the dimensions are on the side. I don't want to get into all the confusing dimensions. They're very similar stand kits. You can't go wrong with either, but they're primarily to wrap the perimeter of the stand, the perimeter of the seat, so when it folds down together and you put your sticks on and stuff, you won't bang, and the cable silencers. I don't even think I'm going to wrap my post right now. Most people piece these posts in. I'm just going to leave the post undone in this video. I'm just going to do the perimeter, the cables, and the perimeter of the seat. FYI, most of our pieces are 24 inches long in the tree stand kits, which they just require just a little bit of trimming. I'm not big into measuring to the exact 1/8 inch. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just dimple the paper, make a witness mark, or just use my thumb, fold it, and just cut it to length. We just got to trim a little on a couple pieces. Alright, so we did the cable silencers. Those are easy. So now we're going to start doing the perimeter. I had to trim about 1 inch off of this piece. I'm going to do relief cuts as soon as I get this on. Here, let me put it on. Just kind of eyeballing. I'm not a perfectionist. If some of you are, score a line somewhere. But one thing I want to do though is when I roll this is going to totally go around the perimeter of the base and stick to itself. So I'm going to do relief cuts. We're going to fold the bottom in first so the top rolls down. Okay. I'm just going to do some relief cuts and roll this up from the bottom first. And then that'll come down on it and terminate real nice. Let's do one more. Roll that up and that down on for the termination.
You're going to just do that on the rest of them?
Yep.
Okay.
So while I was doing the relief cuts on the bottom, I found it easier to roll it on the side, come up next to the, whatever you want to call these, cross members, and just poke the front of your knife in and trim them out. It's easier on the top just to leave it flat. And I like how it seals all the way around and connects to itself. It'll give a nice long, good termination for longevity. That's what I meant. So we got the top perimeter, the bottom perimeter, the cable. One thing I did notice when I did Josh's tree stand down in Indiana, I went a lot quicker this time. So my suggestion is find a friend, screw wrapping their B stand up first, and then you go to school on that one and then do a real nice job on yours. But now we're going to wrap the seat.
Nice moral ethics you got there.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Gavin. Somebody was talking about seat being loud or squeaky, and so people have started asking for something for the seat. We just measured out a 16 by 18, and we're going to wrap the seat next. Not certain why, not certain that you need to, but if you need to, we can cut you a 16 by 18 piece. going to wrap my post. We're basically done wrapping the stand. I kind of botched the seat, but kind of like what I said about the stand. Go do a buddy seat first, and then you'll get, if I would have done a little nicer on the corners, it'd turn out nicer. So do a buddy's first, hack his up, and then do a nicer job on yours. I'm not wrapping the post, but I did put a piece of polymer protecting on here with some foam backing. So when you fold that together, that hits right on that bar. So if you don't have this, I'm thinking about bringing this out soon. I got to finish testing it. Just put a piece of stealth strip here, and where it folds together on this piece right here, and that should take care of that hit. Let's go hang this thing up.
Hey, do you have a story about that shirt?
This shirt?
Yeah, that shirt.
Matter of fact, I do. Don't cross borders with it. I crossed the border with it once. Don't ask me why I was wearing the big buck serial killer crossing the Canadian-U.S. border. But do not. It'll get you pulled into customs. I mean, look at this guy. Let's get out of here.